Learn about Rafael Nadal's debilitating back injury that forced him to withdraw from the 2014 Australian Open and its lasting impact on his career. Rafael Nadal's back injury is a herniated disc in his spine, causing chronic pain and stiffness. The injury forced Nadal to withdraw from the 2014 Australian Open, his first Grand Slam withdrawal. Nadal's back issue is linked to his aggressive playing style, which puts immense pressure on his spine. Despite numerous treatments, Nadal still experiences back pain, affecting his performance and training. The injury has led to a decline in Nadal's ranking, from world number 1 to as low as number 9. Nadal has adapted his game to compensate for the injury, focusing on powerful forehands and clever shot placement. Did you know that Disney's Aladdin was inspired by the true story of a young man named Abdul Rashid who stole a princess's necklace? The real-life Aladdin was Abdul Qasim Ismail Faruqi, an 18th-century thief from Syria. He was known for stealing from wealthy merchants and nobles, not just for personal gain. Abdul's exploits were documented in 18th-century French writer Antoine Galland's diaries. Galland's writings were later translated and adapted into the famous 1001 Nights tales. The story of Aladdin was not part of the original 1001 Nights, but was added later. Disney's Aladdin was ultimately inspired by Galland's adaptation of Abdul's story, not the original folklore. Get an inside look at Stephen Curry's meticulous free throw routine and how it helps him sink shots with incredible accuracy. Stephen Curry's free throw routine is a 90-second ritual he's perfected over the years. He starts by taking 3 to 4 deep breaths, focusing on his heart rate and mental calmness. Curry then visualizes the ball going in, using his senses to recreate the perfect shot. He takes 2 to 3 practice shots to get a feel for the rim and the ball's bounce. Next, he wipes his hands on his shorts, a habit he's had since college to reduce sweat. With a consistent pre-shot routine, Curry has achieved a remarkable 90.8% free throw percentage in his career. Uncover the hidden world of shadow banking, where non-traditional financial institutions like hedge funds and private equity firms operate outside traditional banking regulations. The shadow banking system is a $160 trillion industry, rivaling traditional banking in size. Hedge funds, private equity firms, and money market funds are key players in shadow banking. These non-traditional institutions operate outside traditional banking regulations, posing systemic risks. Shadow banking provides credit to businesses and individuals, but lacks transparency and oversight. The 2008 financial crisis exposed the vulnerabilities of the shadow banking system, sparking calls for reform. Despite efforts to regulate, the shadow banking system remains a significant threat to global financial stability. Get tips on how to make the most of your wait time, from using the Pomodoro technique to practicing mindfulness, and learn how these hacks can improve your mental health and productivity. The average person spends around 6 months of their lifetime waiting in lines. The Pomodoro technique can boost productivity by up to 28% during wait times. Practicing mindfulness during queues can reduce stress levels by 40%. Using wait time for learning can increase knowledge retention by 25%. 85% of people report feeling anxious or frustrated while waiting in lines. Implementing queue hacks can increase overall life satisfaction by 12%. Join the hunt for extraterrestrial life as we explore the latest discoveries and missions searching for signs of life beyond Earth. Over 4,000 exoplanets have been discovered so far, and many are believed to be located in the habitable zone. The habitable zone, also known as the Goldilocks zone, is the region around a star where temperatures are just right for life. NASA's Kepler Space Telescope has identified several exoplanets that are similar in size to Earth and orbit within the habitable zone. The Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, SETI, Institute has been monitoring the skies for signs of intelligent life for over 60 years. Astrobiologists believe that the discovery of extraterrestrial life could be just around the corner. With new missions like the Europa Clipper and the Extraterrestrial Life, take a virtual tour of the Earth's interior. With geologist Dr. The Earth's interior is divided into several distinct layers, each with unique characteristics. The crust, the outermost layer, varies in thickness from 5 to 70 kilometers under our feet. Beneath the crust lies the mantle, a 2,900-kilometer thick layer of hot, viscous rock. At the Earth's center lies the core, a scorching 371 kilometers from the surface. The core is split into a solid inner core and a liquid outer core, generating our magnetic field. Understanding the Earth's interior helps us better grasp geological events like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Reconstruct the shocking last phone calls of drivers, including the frantic 911 call from a motorist on the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge during the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake. The 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake struck during a World Series game, causing widespread panic. A frantic 911 call from a motorist on the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge was one of the last calls received. The earthquake caused a 50-foot section of the Bay Bridge to collapse, killing one person. In the chaos, many drivers made desperate calls to 911, unaware of the extent of the disaster. One caller, a truck driver, reported seeing the road behind him waving like a snake as the quake hit. These last calls from the highway offer a haunting glimpse into the terror and confusion of that fateful day. Hurricane Katrina made landfall in 2005, causing catastrophic damage and flooding in New Orleans, resulting in over 1,800 deaths. Hurricane Katrina made landfall on the 29th of August 2005 as a Category 3 storm in Louisiana. The storm surge caused the levee system in New Orleans to fail, flooding 80% of the city. The failure of the levees was a critical error, as they were designed to withstand Category 3 storms. The disaster response was delayed, with many residents stranded for days without aid or communication. The economic losses from Katrina were staggering, with estimated damages of over $100 billion. The tragedy resulted in over 1,800 deaths, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in U.S. history. Watch a stunning example of mutualism as clownfish swim through the stinging tentacles of sea anemones, which would be deadly to most other fish, and learn how they coexist peacefully. Clownfish live among the stinging tentacles of sea anemones, which would kill most other fish. The clownfish has a special mucus on its skin that protects it from the anemone's sting. In return, the clownfish helps keep the anemone clean and free of parasites and leftover food. The anemone also benefits from the clownfish's waste, which provides essential nutrients for its growth. This symbiotic relationship is an example of mutualism, where both species benefit from each other's presence. Clownfish are also known to fiercely defend their anemone home from predators and other fish.